Good evening, everybody. So good to have so many of you here with us this evening. Thursday night's obviously pumped up the country and got everybody ready for a little bit of DuePoint this evening. I'm glad to have you here. It is Thursday night. We're almost done with the week. And so I know for most of us we can be quite tired, but I'm excited to see so many of you here this evening. And thanks for all of you that have tuned in live as well from around the country this evening. I think that the next 45 minutes you're going to find quite valuable with us, totally worth the time you spend with us this evening as we enter the end of this week. Let's start by talking about who DuePoint is. That's where you're sitting this evening, and that's what you're watching this evening with us here. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. It's important for you to note. Why? Because you might not have heard of DuePoint, but Constantia is a long-standing member of the financial services sector in South Africa. We've been around since 1952. That was when we were first registered. 66 years old in 2018, 67 years old next year. We're basically old enough to be all your grandparents here. I just look very young. Folks, we want you to have a sense of confidence about who we are here at DuePoint and who we are as Constantia. We are licensed and listed. You can go and see all of our accreditations on the JSC's website and, of course, on the FSCA's website. And I encourage you to do so. There's just one of our FSP licenses because we are, of course, an authorized and a financial services provider in South Africa. And so, not like many of the things that you have seen before in South Africa, we are in fact the real deal. We're a homegrown South African company. And we want you to take some comfort in that this is not just one of those things that's blown in from offshore and you know nothing about it and you can't make any contact with them. No, here at DuePoint, you will always be able to find us in this building. You'll always be able to find all of me and my team here. Monday through Saturday, you can pick the phone up, call our client service team. You have the opportunity to connect with us every single day of the week, Monday through Saturday, so that you can have confidence in the thing that we do here at DuePoint. Now, what is that thing that we do? Well, we're in the business of creating wealth. It's something that South Africans so desperately need right now, but I think the vast majority of South Africans haven't quite realized it. Many South Africans who are in dire financial circumstances run from pillar to post. The next new thing, every single day, every month, every year, it's the next new thing they're doing, trying to supplement the income of their jobs, and for those of you who are unemployed, trying to create some kind of income for yourselves. Now, you guys will know, because you've been involved in it, I'm sure many times before, that what you hop to, the next thing that you get to, is generally something where you've got to sell a product. You've got to run out and sell the creams, the toiletries, the pots, the pans, the whatever it might be, in order to make what I call cash in transit. Cash in the moment where you make the sale. That cash in your hand disappears in 5 minutes like cash in transit does. Folks, we are not in that business here at DuePoint, because that business does not change your circumstances. You guys know, because no matter how many different things you've hopped to over time, your circumstances have never been changed. At each one, there's been promises that have been made that will change your circumstances. Do this and we'll make you earn 100,000 Rand a month in 3 months. Do this and we'll take you overseas and we'll teach you foreign languages and we'll buy you houses, and all of these things that have kept you hopping from the next new thing each time. At DuePoint, we want to end that situation. What we want to do instead is we want to put you in a situation where you can have freedom, financial, time, lifestyle, and mental freedom for the rest of your life, without ever again having to hop to the next thing. Here at DuePoint, we're in the business of creating wealth. Wealth is cash that comes in every month on a recurring, reliable, steadfast basis. When you have that, you now have control. When you have that, you're able to pull yourselves out of the circumstances that you're in. Whether it's debt, whether it's unemployment, whether you're earning too little to cover your costs, with the tool that we have created at DuePoint in your hands, you are now in the position to pull yourself out of the circumstances that you're in. If you believe that your circumstances are so good you don't need something like this, folks, then you have missed what has happened in 2018 this year. 2018 has been a crisis year. The only thing is, I think most South Africans haven't yet felt that crisis. It's coming in 2019, and 2020? What will happen when you lose your jobs? What will happen when the rand devalues so much, everything quadruples in price? What will happen when taxes and petrol levies go up to the points where we cannot afford anymore the basic amenities of life? What are we doing right now as South Africans to change that? DuePoint started a number of years ago already anticipating this situation. And so we designed a system unlike anything else you will find in South Africa that will not only give you cash like you get when you do cash in transit, but will create a system for you that will create that cash and give you that cash on a monthly, recurring, permanent basis. A situation that permanently changes your circumstances, and one that prepares you for the pending crisis that is happening in South Africa's economy today. That's our primary objective. Our secondary objective, ladies and gentlemen, is to get South Africans participating again in the financial services sector of South Africa. One of the biggest things we don't have in South Africa today is employment. Now, while DuePoint is not an employment opportunity, it is an opportunity for you to become an entrepreneur. We want you to get into what is currently the largest sector in the country, and we want you to be able to benefit and participate again with it. And we believe that we have created that opportunity here. With those two objectives put together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. Why a wealth engineer? Because you are now in the position to start engineering wealth. Not cash, not itty-bitty cash that comes in and goes out. Real lifetime wealth for yourself. We give you one task as the wealth engineer. What do you got to do? You got to connect South Africa to us. Everybody that you know, everybody you're going to meet going forward, we want that person connected to us here. By doing that, of course, you give us the opportunity as the insurance company to expand our market and to create greater revenues for ourselves. Those greater revenues are what we now use to create that extra recurring wealth for you. We take into account all the circumstances of your life, one of which is that you do not want to be chasing after your friends every single month, begging them to buy again, which you've had to do in your cash in transit opportunities before. We're tired of that in South Africa. When I talk to my peers, the last thing they want to do is beg their friends to buy every single month. So we scrapped that. We said, no, here at DuePoint, we're going to run on financial services and lifestyle products that run on automatic debit orders. Automatic debit orders that run every single month. So after a single connection to DuePoint by someone, if you've gone out and connected Peter to us, every month thereafter, our debit order system will run and raise your income, bringing it in every single month. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a freedom that creates for you a tremendous leverage. In our system, we understand that you have the other circumstance of not having time. How many South Africans here would put their hands up at the first sign of something saying, I'm going to take more of your time, and you'd say, I'm sorry, I've got no time to give away right now. We know this. We know this. We're all in this position. It's Thursday night and we're all here trying to do something to create income. We know we don't have time. And so with this leverage that we have created, this freedom that you're not running after people every month and that our system automatically raises the debit order, we've also added the ability for you to be able to create teams, we call them channels here, that you will leverage to create wealth for yourself 24 hours a day. You have never worked in a system like that before. In your job, it's been you on your own. Well, if you've been in a cash in transit situation, then it's been you on your own trying to make your income. Here at DuePoint, we create this tool that allows you to leverage others. This means that you can create income 24 hours a day with us. Remember, there's no bits and bobs here. There's no goodies. So you don't have to say, well, look, I'll have to go back to the office at 8 o'clock in the morning. 24 hours a day, people can become wealth engineers. 24 hours a day, your income can come in. You never have to worry about late delivery of stock or non-delivery of stock. You never have to worry about the stock being bad or going off or being damaged. It's always the same. It's always instant, and it works perfectly every time for you in the creation of your wealth here with us. Folks, you get to use this system at DuePoint at no cost. One of the biggest frustrations I have with South Africans is that when at DuePoint we say there's no cost, you do not put effort in. But when you go to these cash in transit things, they say to you, we'll change your life, we'll give you all these things, but you have got to give me 2,500 Rand a month. You've got to buy 5,000 Rands worth of stock every month. You've got to buy my starter kit for 3,800 Rand. You've got to pay my monthly fee of $80. Now you go, no, well now I can take it seriously. Folks, what that does is it puts you in a loss-making position before you've even started. Here at DuePoint, we take none of your money. None of your money to use the system we've created. No starter kits, no starter manuals, no starter fees, no application form fees, and no monthly fees. You get to start and move forward immediately with the DuePoint system. By being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer in our system. And that means that you're in a position to start creating profit for yourself straight out the gates at DuePoint with us here. Folks, you also do not require any specific qualification or experience with us here at DuePoint. Why? Because you're not selling. We contract you out of selling here at DuePoint. You're left with one simple task: just connect people to us. And as a result, everybody can be a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. Everybody is in a position to, for the first time in their lives, create a proper lifetime and intergenerational asset for themselves and their families. Here at DuePoint, your asset, this channel of income that you're going to create, will pass on to your children when you pass away automatically. And they'll earn the income that you created during your lifetime. They'll earn that income. You will have left something positive behind for them, not what we normally leave behind for our children at the moment: debt and heartache. Here, we leave behind something that they too can leverage into the future and hand over to your great-grandchildren one day as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've designed the system at DuePoint as well to be one that is the best in class, the best system in the country at the moment. It is the most convenient. You're not carrying stock around. You're not carrying application form fees around, forms around. And folks, you also do not ever need to present in the DuePoint system. What we have designed is a system whereby we utilize the latest in technology, which means that no matter where you are, 24 hours a day, you've got DuePoint in your pocket. You click a button, and we're there ready to do the presentation for you. We leave you with just one simple thing: just connect South Africans to us. If you're able to do that, we're able to create wealth for you. So how do you connect South Africans to us? Well, there's 4 ways of connecting South Africans to us. Firstly, you can go out and you can purchase one of our USB sticks. You can call client services if you want, or you can come to our information counter. It's 170 Rand. It's got every presentation you're going to need to get started with us here at DuePoint. Take that USB stick, stick it in a TV or a computer, click play 24 hours a day, and there's the DuePoint presentation for you. The second way is you can come and be part of our studio audience here. 6 days a week, 7 to 9 times a week, we do the presentation for you right here. And if you're in Gauteng, you can come and join us here in the studio. And then the third way, the most important way of connecting South Africans to us here at DuePoint, is through our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel gives you every presentation we've ever done. At a click of a button, 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country, you can be connecting South Africans to us by simply clicking play. Now, we've had lots of people come to us before and say, yeah, but the problem with this whole thing, Brendan, is data. Guys, it's 2019. Data is no longer up for discussion. We have got to think about, if we're going to change our circumstances, what is the cost going to be? At DuePoint, a couple of $100 Rand a month in data, and you can have a permanent lifestyle change for yourself with our system. Prioritizing your spend becomes absolutely important and paramount in the DuePoint system. A little bit of data and 365 nationwide, you have DuePoint one click away from connecting people for you. And then the fourth way of connecting people to us here at DuePoint is through our live broadcast. Every one of our presentations, including this one, is broadcast live across the nation. This means that if you really want to see us for real, if looking at a video on YouTube doesn't give you comfort and confidence, then it's fine. 7 to 9 times a week, your phone will ping if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can click play, and you are in the room with us. Full HD, surround sound, and so are your guests. So those of you who've got guests who say, I want to see it for real, you can show it to them for real Monday through Saturday through our live streams. In every possible way, we've made the system simple for you to connect South Africans to us without ever having to come to our head office. And when you do that, some of the people that you're going to connect to us here at DuePoint are going to become wealth engineers just like you. And when they do that, we allocate them to you and your channel is born. These folk will go out and connect people to DuePoint as well. And when they do that, we allocate them to you. And this process continues over time as your channel spreads out across the nation. We then come along as DuePoint and we facilitate the purchase of your products throughout your channel, and your income is born for the first time in your life. You have an income that has been born without you having to sell a single thing. Without you having to sell a single thing, your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's not a Ponzi scheme, and it's not a pyramid scheme. This is the real deal here. We're a licensed and listed insurance company. We only deal in the real here at DuePoint, which means that you're going to have to put time and effort into the creation of your wealth. That's the price you pay. We don't ask for your money like everything else has that you've been involved in. We don't give you substandard products, and we don't give you an office that's overseas that you can never find. No. What we give you is real, permanent, life-changing wealth. But what we're going to ask from you is your time and your effort. For those of you who put that in, we're able to start creating wealth for you. And we start that process through the facilitation of the purchase of our products. We've got 4 products. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month, and for 324 Rand, you get 2 products. Firstly, your very own tax-free investment account, and secondly, 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand of your 324 Rand, and we put it into your investment every month. So the actual cost of this product is only 224 Rand a month, because the other 100 is yours, and it's an asset you've started making before you've even connected your first person to us here. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for 249 Rand you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1 million Rand with no waiting periods, no medical examinations and declarations, and no maximum age limits. Folks, if you've been following what's been going on in the newspaper this week, there's been a lot of conversation around about declaring undisclosed illnesses, about whether a hijacking is equal to a death via diabetes, etc., etc. In this product, it doesn't matter who you are, what your risk profile is, how old you are, or how you die. If you die from an accident of any kind, you're under cover. 1 million Rand a month. 1 million Rand for 249 Rand a month. Everyone in South Africa is able to be a wealth engineer and create wealth with us here at DuePoint. And then our third product, ladies and gentlemen, is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It too comes with 2 benefits. The first one is obviously funeral cover. Starts at 299 Rand a month, and you can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, and whether you want 5 or 10 family members on your plan with you. And the second benefit is 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding cover, debt cover, which means that when you pass away as the principal member, the owner of the product, we will settle 10,000 Rands worth of your outstanding debt at that point, so that your family do not need to. And then our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month, and for that 299 Rand, you get access to all of our suppliers. Retail suppliers, motor manufacturers, data suppliers, entertainment, gyms, travel agencies, you name it, it's all in there, and it is designed to save you money on your spend every month. In the economic climate that we're in at the moment, I do not know why every wealth engineer does not have and use wealth points at the moment. Because we are dying economically out there. Prices are spiraling out of control at the moment. Every discount, no matter how small, is the discount you need in our current economy. Folks, there's at least 4 training videos on the Wealth Points Buyers Club. Go watch them. Watch them and understand how you can use this product to completely change your monthly spend with us here at DuePoint. Now, traditionally, folks, you would have bought our product via advertising. We would have spent hundreds of millions, as we do anyway, advertising around the country on TV and billboards and radio stations and all sorts. We make you pay for that advertising by putting it into the price of your product every month that you pay. But at DuePoint, we do 0 advertising. It's one of the reasons why you'd never heard of us before this evening. We do not put put an advert anywhere. Why? Because that money that we were going to spend on advertising on DSTV, Prime Media, SABC, we now have available to redirect to you and your channel in the creation of wealth. And we distribute that wealth to you in two ways. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you £27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that the payment is made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. So for instance, you go out, you're going to chat to some of your friends tonight, connect them to DuePoint, they'll become wealth engineers, pay for their product, and you will get £27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product payment every month that it is paid going forward. Not once off cash in transit, where the money comes once and you've got to run to your friends and beg them to buy again. No, every month going forward after a single connection, you get 55 Rand per product. So any one of these people takes 2 products, you get 110 Rand. 3, you get 165 Rand. 4, you get 220 Rand. Every month going forward, potentially for life. Remember, our products don't expire. They don't go off. You don't need to keep them in a fridge, and you don't need to change them. They're potentially there for life. These folk go out, they chat to a few of their friends. Again, they become wealth engineers, pay for their product, and you get £27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand every single month. You are now in control. Never before have you been in control of creating a regular annuity income for yourself like you have now in the DuePoint system. In this example, you put a handful of people on the screen, you're earning just under 1,000 Rand already. You've done nothing, and you're earning 12,000 Rand a year with the DuePoint system. Go do a little bit more. Put a little bit more time in, you'll continue to earn, but just on a diminishing basis. Down to the 8th point, but from the 8th point on, you've got unlimited potential. Again, never in your life have you been in a system where you had unlimited potential. Not in your job, not in the business you've created. Never in South Africa has there been an opportunity where you have unlimited potential. Here at DuePoint, it doesn't matter how big or small your dream is. Most of the time, South Africans disappoint me with the size of their dreams, but I understand why. We've been so stifled. We've been so crushed. A couple of weeks ago, I had a big team in here, and I was asking them the question, how much would you like to earn in your wildest dreams? In your wildest, give me your wildest dreams, how much you would like to earn. The biggest one, I think, was 85,000 Rand a month. 85,000, I was heartbroken. I thought someone would stand up and say, I want to earn $8 million a week. That would have been a big number. But they said 85,000 Rand was the biggest number I got. That's how stifled our dreams are. At DuePoint, there's no limit to the size of your dream. The limitation will come only in how much time you are willing to commit to building your wealth with us here at DuePoint. So let's calculate that time price. We use a formula called 3 plus 2. We've been around a long time now, so we know how to calculate these numbers. 3 plus 2 takes into account everybody's circumstances, no matter how busy they are or important they think they are. Everybody can apply 3 plus 2 in the creation of wealth here at DuePoint. It says in your first month with us, you're responsible for putting just 3 people into your channel. That's it. In your first month, you've got to find 3 people and put them on your first point of your channel. Every month thereafter, you are left with one responsibility. Just connect 2 people to DuePoint and your first point every single month. That's it. 1 person every 15 days. If you do that and you make it habit, and it happens every month without failure, including December and Easter and your birthday and that, but it just keeps happening, 2 people every single month, then we can start calculating what wealth you could earn here over what period of time. Now, of course, you can do it faster if you want, put more people in, or slower, put less people in. But we believe that 3 plus 2 is your formula for success here at DuePoint. If you're able to do it, 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, up to 6 months, then in 6 months' time, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. It's already starting to change the lives of many South Africans. An extra 2,500 Rand, my goodness, with what's happening in our economy at the moment, pretty much changes everything. And you've done it in 6 months. You haven't done it like all those lies you've seen on WhatsApp and Facebook in 3 months, because nobody does it. But in 6 months, with a minimal effort of adding 1 or 2 people a week to your channel with us here, 2 a month, you are now earning an extra 30,000 Rand a year. If you can do 6 more months with us, up to a year with us, 6 months to a year with us, we reckon that that'll grow to about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year. You've been here for 1 year. You've been connecting 2 people a month. And after a year, you've increased your earnings by your own control and building your own freedom by 10,000 Rand a month. There's pretty much nothing we know of in South Africa that'll do that for you. But here at DuePoint, we're pretty sure you can get there with just the littlest amount of effort, but the consistency of your application of time to us here at DuePoint. If you can do it for 2 years, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 every month, it'll rise to 27 to 30,000 rand a month. If you can do it for 3 years, it'll rise to 40 to 45,000 rand a month. And if you can do it for 4 years with us, it'll be about 60,000 rand a month. And if you can do it for half a decade with us, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. Now, we often get lots of people that drop out of the system, out of the process. They become disheartened, they lose energy, and they lose hope because they're dealing with people, and people are generally very disappointing creatures. Now, we tell you that we don't need you to take the responsibility on your shoulders of what your people do when you connect them to us. That's not our concern, it's not your concern. Our concern and your concern is simply continuing to connect people to DuePoint. This is a purely mathematical exercise. The more people you connect to us, the more people you will find amongst the many that are going to catch the vision and build your wealth with us here at DuePoint. Just keep connecting. And if you do it for long enough, 5 years, not 5 months, not 5 weeks, not 5 days, but for 5 years with us, you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 rand a month with us. And your life will be different forever. Forever. Are people doing this at DuePoint? Yes, they are. Every month we put up a handful of people. They're different every time from across the country doing different levels of work with us at DuePoint in creating wealth. Some doing a little, some doing medium, some doing a lot. And we show you everything because we have nothing to hide at DuePoint. We show you what you can achieve at DuePoint, and you decide what you want out of the tool that we've created for you here at DuePoint. This week, just Tuesday night, we had the most awesome presentation. I encourage you to go to YouTube and watch it. On our Facebook site, you can see the 3 links we've put up as well to the 3 testimonies of the 3 people we had with us. Starting with us was Francina. Francina's been with us for about now 14 months, but for about 6 of them, she was out of action. She lost her husband, and that, of course, meant that there was a couple of cultural things that pulled her out of her ability to grow wealth, and that was absolutely fine. Because during that period of time, we continued to pay her every month. She didn't have to run to her friends to beg them to buy. Our system raised the debit orders. She continued to pay. She continued to get paid. And then over the course of about 8 months with us, she's built herself a channel that's now worth about 3,500 rand a month. That means she's on track. Remember, 6 months, you meant to be on 2,500? She's on 3.5 now. She's on track a couple more months, 4 or 5 more months, and she could be on 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month. This is money that's changed everything for Francina. Go and take a look at her testimony. It's absolutely awesome how she herself has done the work, has understood the hardship, but has created an income that's hers through this process with us here at DuePoint. Then we had Paul with us. Paul's up in Mpumalanga at the moment, but he hails from the Eastern Cape. Been with us for 9 months now, and over the course of this 9 months, he's built a channel worth 3,500 rand a month as well. He works full-time as a presenter, actually, selling timeshare, as I understand it. Doesn't have many hours in the day, but wants to build something that will lift him above his economic circumstances right now. And 9 months in, he's sitting on 3,500 rand every month. Every single month, not once off, every single month, whether he can work or whether he can't at DuePoint, that money comes through. And then we had Michael. Michael's such a powerhouse. He's been with us only for 8 months now, and he has already created for himself an income of about 50,000 rand a year. What would you do with the extra 50 grand a year? Because that's the position Michael's in. An extra 50 grand a year starts to change lives. It starts to pay for school fees. It settles groceries. It pays off debt. And in 8 months, Michael's there. Another 4 months, and he could have doubled that number. He could easily have doubled that number. It all comes down to whether Michael's going to be consistent for another 4 to 5 months. Well, what he tells us is that in the next 4 to 5 to 6 months, he wants to be rank 9. Rank 9 means he'll be earning 20 to 30,000 rand a month with us. But that's his dream, and there is no limitation to your dream here at DuePoint. Folks, jump onto our YouTube channel. Go and look at the testimonies. There are now definitely over 100 of them there. Go and look at what people are doing. Some are earning a little bit, some medium amounts, some are earning plenty money here at DuePoint. The decision of your level of engagement in pulling yourself out of your circumstances permanently is in your hands. It's not in ours. As Jane always says, you're either going to self-select in or self-select out. We do no selection at all here at DuePoint. All are welcome to change their lives permanently with us here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, if you want to become a wealth engineer with us, it's really simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net, you fill in the application form, read the pages, read the documentation, watch the videos, and within 3 minutes, you will be a wealth engineer with us here at no cost to you at all. And this evening, you can start creating wealth. No money leaving your pockets today. You can start creating wealth for yourself immediately this evening. We got all the tools for you. If you want to get serious, if you want to move faster, get them. The USB stick with the presentation on, ready for those who struggle with the cost of data. Business cards last 2 weeks to order business cards, folks. And then the printers are closed for the year. They're open again mid-January. You'll see your cards in February. Get your business cards booked in now. And we've got a brand new battery pack power block for you. It now charges 2 devices at once. Even better, great for couples. Make sure you get all the tools. We've got everything here. Go and look in the glass cabinets, call client services, ask them to show you or to send you what you need at DuePoint to start the conversation and build your wealth with. As I've mentioned, we're on social media. Find us on Facebook, follow us there, love us there. We've got some interesting stuff that we're always posting, and of course, it keeps you up to date and in the heart of this business. YouTube, it's free to subscribe to our channel. So subscribe to our channel and click the bell button next to it so that when we go live every day, your phone pings, and no matter where you are around the nation, you can turn your phone out, click play, and be connecting South Africans to us. And then download our free app, ladies and gentlemen. It's free like everything at DuePoint. Stick it on your phone, stick it on your tablet, and you are using the tool that we use here at DuePoint to create your wealth. Watch the training under the tools button, find your documentation there, and find all the tools you're going to need to be plugged into your channel and to create success with us here at DuePoint. We're even going to teach you how to do this. Through our XP Rewards program, we teach you how to become successful wealth-building entrepreneurs. We put you through a series of programs and steps, and as you complete them, you earn XP points. XP points are experience points, are not worth rands and cents. They're simply a measure of your progress with us here. And naturally, as you gain experience, your channel will grow. And when you meet the 2 criteria of channel size and experience, we rank you up in the program. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, it's with a little bit of cash. As you get more serious, the cash gets more serious. And then when you become a pro, well, the cash gets to pro level. Everything is built into our system to reward you and to change your life forever. At rank 5, we start to really change things up. We start to reward you with tools and lifestyle changes. At rank 5, it's an imported Lightning memory stick from the US. It's got everything on it that you need to connect people to us here at DuePoint. At rank 7, it's a 17,000 Rand set of business cards that is imported, custom made, and gold gilded for you, so that you not only have something someone else has never seen before, but you also have the finest quality to demonstrate how DuePoint is different from everything else. And they're yours, and we give them to you at rank 7. And then at rank 9, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do for the rest of your life, we take you away on a 5-star business class, all expenses paid trip for a week with your family. This is the crazy thing. I mean, it's like, what else do we need to put on the table? What else do we need to put on the table? South Africans are so apprehensive about doing just a little bit more work that they would throw everything away to stay in their circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, out there are those of you who have said you're sick and tired of the circumstances you live in, and it's time for change. And when you join DuePoint, we change every aspect of your life. And we go every year away with those who've made that decision, put the time in, become rank 9, and said, I'm changing my life. And we're leaving 16 days' time. We're on that plane on the 8th of December with all the rank 9s and their families on another trip that's going to look like this.
Gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace
All righty. 16 days and we're on the plane. This time of year, it's the exact thing that you want. How tired is everyone right now? How tired are we? It's a psychological thing as well as a physical thing. As we get to the end of the year, we want out. And how good would it feel for you right now if you knew that in 16 days you're going to be coming on a trip like that with us? We're going to Heritage Ladelphia this year. 5-star deluxe, ocean suites, butlers at all the rooms. How good would it feel? And how good would it feel on the 1st of January next year if you knew the same thing was going to be happening in December 2019? Well, that's what we create here. So when people come to me and say, Brendan, it's so hard, I don't feel very sorry for them. I really don't, because it's not so hard. We give you one task. Just connect people to us. Don't worry about what they do. Just connect people to us and do it constantly for the next 5 to 10 years with us. And this all becomes your reality. It all becomes your reality. No excuses, no delays, no anything. It's yours, and you're in control of it. And if you can do rank 9, you can do rank 11. And if you make rank 11, well, then you get your own car. It's not branded, it's not financed through us, it's not rented from us, and I don't give it to you and then take it away like I've heard others do. It's your car, because it's going to do what we do here at DuePoint, which is create freedom. Not financial freedom. We do that as well. We create complete freedom. The freedom that you want to live in South Africa today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are showcasing DuePoint around the country at the moment. The whole country has to hear about DuePoint. We've been to KZN, Eastern Cape, Mpumalanga, Free State, and this weekend, Rob is in Cape Town. In fact, he's leaving tomorrow morning. He's going to be down in Cape Town, and he's going to be talking to the people in Western Cape. I hope you've booked your tickets. Tomorrow is your last chance to do it, tonight and tomorrow. Get online, click events on the website or events button on your phone, and book your tickets for yourself and your guests and get there. It's free as usual. Get down there, get your plans in place, and Rob wants to see that room filled with people building their wealth in another province, so that this is a national wealth building business for you as well as for DuePoint. Get in there and get it done now, ladies and gentlemen. At DuePoint, we're very, very serious about what we're doing. We're not joking here at all. We're not mucking around. We've been around long enough to prove that we deliver on every promise that we make. Now it's about you making the decision tonight to do something permanently different in your life, to do something that will have not only an impact on your lives, but on your children's lives and those to come after you. That is what we do at DuePoint. Are we going to take your money? No, we're not. We're going to build you a permanent wealth instead. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, if you've got questions and concerns, come and ask us, or call into client services, or ask the person who connected you this evening. But get your questions and get your concerns answered, and then pick up this tool and start today, not next year. Don't go, I'm tired now. We've got to start now. There's no time left. Start today in creating wealth for yourself with us here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks to all of you who've tuned in live. We'll see you again tomorrow at 12:15.